My name is Dr Jade Hall and I work for the Royal Society of Biology. In my job role for the Royal Society of Biology, I am a Senior Science Policy Officer covering equality, diversity, inclusion and culture. At RSB, I design and think of different ways that help RSB to be more inclusive and support people from different backgrounds to really thrive studying and working in the biosciences. To understand my work at the Royal Society of Biology, I need to quickly describe what science policy is. Someone once told me that policy is about changing the rules of the game rather than changing the players. A policy is defined by a set of rules, actions, guidelines or principles that guide decision-making and behaviours. The policy should be really clear on who it's affecting, how it can be carried out, and also understanding what conditions and environment it applies to. Overall, my work includes researching, monitoring, influencing, communicating, campaigning to improve equality, diversity and inclusion. I support various committees which brings together multiple people with different backgrounds and skill sets to really come together and discuss important issues about equality, diversity and inclusion and think about what activities we can drive forward action. My main role is to provide guidance and advice to decision makers and to influence policy decisions. It's very collaborative and you get to work with loads of different people, which I really enjoy about my role. The thing I love about my job is that a day in the office is never the same. It is a really varied role, carrying out a range of different activities. I could be organising a committee meeting or undertaking a consultation, and a consultation is a call from government on a particular issue. This involves talking to a range of different members to try and gather their views on a particular issue and write a policy response. I've learned about a range of different ways to really take large amounts of information and simplify the findings to digestible formats covering a range of different life science topics. I also could be delivering oral briefings or presentations to different committees, groups or organisations. Although it's an office-based role, I get to travel lots of different conference meetings and events. And finally, it's really important that I stay on top of policy news. As policy is always evolving, I try to remain well informed of different biosciences related activity, both nationally and internationally. There have been several unexpected and really exciting things that have happened throughout my work. I love speaking at conferences. One of my proudest moments is that I got to speak at the Black and Minority Ethnic Early Career Researcher Conference, which had over 400 people based in the UK and internationally. It was just an incredible event to be a part of. I also really enjoyed travelling to Scotland to the University of Aberdeen to give a policy workshop to PhD students in which we got to test our policy skills and the PhD students got to gain a better understanding of working in policy. Finally, another really exciting part is attending the Royal Society of Biology events at the Houses of Parliament. It's such a prestigious building and it's just such a privilege to be able to go into the building and attend different policy events, to hear different policy officials speak and also to network is another fantastic opportunity. I've had a really varied career path with my role. After my undergraduate degree in biology with an industrial placement and a master's in ecology, evolution and conservation, my first science job was a technician at a biomechanics lab. This really inspired me to carry out a PhD in biomechanics and animal welfare science. At the end of my PhD, I started attending different career talks just to try and explore what else was out there. And I found a talk on science policy was really interesting, which led me to apply for a position at RSB. Thinking about the qualifications I needed to get into this role, I required an undergraduate bachelor's degree, a postgraduate degree, and also experience working in the biosciences was also desirable. I gained so many different transferable skills throughout my master's and my PhD, and it's really helped me throughout my career in policy so far. Thinking about advice to my younger self, I would say don't be put off by detours on your career journey, as you can acquire so many different transferable skills. There are always skills to be gained with every step and every experience that you have. I've always been a planner. I love planning my next steps, but the most unexpected opportunities that have happened so far have had the biggest impact on my career to date. Don't be afraid to take non-traditional routes either. My PhD was a part of a doctoral training partnership scheme, and through that scheme I got to attend different internships and also just take part in multiple opportunities to gain a range of different skills.